Well, we continue our journey into the book of Zechariah, and today we're in chapter 3, and a verse that's made pretty famous in the biographies of Jesus. If you ever heard that Jesus is from Nazareth, therefore he was called a Nazarene, and they reference that in the scriptures it is a fulfillment. Well, what's it a fulfillment of? Well, there's been a reoccurring prophecy that shows up in different ways in Genesis as it does now that speaks about the Messiah being a branch. The stump of Jesse. Oh, there's a little branch metaphor. He's going to be the branch that extends from Abraham's lineage. But one of the specific things is this passage in Zechariah, which says that the Messiah will be a branch. And apparently, those living in Nazareth knew this promise. Because what they did is after years of idolatry all around that area of the Sea of Galilee, they decide, we've studied the scriptures, Isaiah, Zechariah, places like that. We know that the Messiah is going to come from this area of the country on a map, because God said it hundreds of years ago. So what should we name our town? So they named their town Nazareth, which many people come from the Hebrew word netzer, which is branch. So it'd be like us calling it Branchville. Where do you live? I live in Branchville. And that Branchville title was because they so trusted God was going to bring the Messiah, the branch, to this area of the country, Branchville. And that's why the biographies of Jesus tell us that Jesus was known as a Nazarene from Nazareth. He was a branch from Branchville. Here's how Zechariah says it today. You and your companions who sit before you, they are a wondrous sign. For behold, I'm sending forth or bringing forth my servant, the branch. Again, that's in Isaiah 11. That's in Isaiah 53. There's a reference to that in Jeremiah 23 as well. For behold, the stone which I laid before Joshua, upon this stone are 7 eyes. It kind of gets into this crazy vision again. But the idea being that in very specific detail, God says Messiah will be a branch, descendant from David, descendant from Jesse, descendant from all the way back to Jacob and Abraham. So detailed was that when he came, Matthew tells us it fulfills the scripture. We don't just believe that we're Christians because our parents are Christians or we grew up in a Christian household. There are actually historic, century-long predictions that allow us to know that who we're following and who we're trusting is truly the predicted one, the branch from Branchville. Hope you're going to enjoy the study. We've got so much more cool stuff to come here after Zechariah chapter 3.